I currently earn $300 per month passively with PP loans. That's 50% more than last year. And today I want to show you how my income has developed, how exactly I invest my money, and where I invest more and where I invest less in order to get a little closer to financial freedom. And with that, welcome to Northern Finance. My name is Alex Black. Yes, I do not want to work my whole life, which is why I have been investing since I was 18. And today, 10 years later, I have built a large portfolio in which PP loans make up about 20%, or in other words, here. With this, I now receive $300 every month, which no one can take away from me. This is passive income that comes in regardless of what I do, and for me, it is one of the best ways to invest my money for financial freedom, these PP loans, since the interest rates here are high, and I have really known the industry in detail for 8 years, visiting the platforms on site and, of course, regularly reporting on it. So let's get started with the overview, and you will also find all my reviews of all the platforms we are discussing today linked below in the video description, as well as the links with bonuses for all platforms that you won't get with regular registration. And now I would say, let's get started and take a look right here. Here I have my portfolio displayed as a pie chart, and we can see Estateguru as the largest position with about 2001. However, that is a position that I have been known to reduce for some time. I recently invested another 50 here when I had some funds withdrawn. By the way, I then reallocated that into Bitcoin. I didn't want to invest it here on Estateguru anymore, but I also reinvested significantly more into PP loans. We'll get to that shortly, as I invested another $2,000 into my PP portfolio last week. So here we currently have approximately about $8,900. We have nearly a 9% return. I am actually a bit disappointed with Estateguru, I have to be honest, simply because of the defaults we have seen here, including in my portfolio. And I will let this run for a while and continue to observe how the further recoveries go. And I will also base my decision on whether to increase my portfolio again on that. But for now, I will let it run out and invest about 50 or so in a project every 3 months or so that I don't incur any fees here. After that, I have a position that I am further expanding significantly here over 8,600 Monefit. Here in Smart Saver, I get my 7.25% interest. And then I also have my vaults here, where I even get a bit more interest, nearly 10% here. And here I invested another 500 last Friday, and I am very satisfied with that as well. It's going very well. And I want to expand this to 2001 thalers by the end of the year. After that, we have LANDE, which is the third largest position in my portfolio. Here, I also added another $500 last Friday and invested in 2 projects, which you can see here with interest rates of 11% and 12%. These are completely normal agricultural loans with which I am very satisfied. For example, we have a project that is secured by machinery. We have here, which are being financed at 11% interest, 2001, running for 28 months, type of security, machine balance ratio 56. And yes, I must say that is quite attractive to me. Here you have a John Deere tractor model with the serial number mentioned here, the 615M. This is what the tractor looks like, which we have here as collateral. It is supposed to be worth about that. And there is also an appraisal for it, as always with land. And yes, it should cost around 50 to here. Yes, this is simply the assessment from their appraiser. And here I have also invested 100 and nothing is being paid until the end of the term, when everything is supposed to be repaid in one lump sum. And the loan is there in order to further broaden and expand the colors a little bit more. And yes, this is a loan that I would like to invest my money in, especially when the loan to value ratio is only 56 to 50%. Then we also have Ventus Energy, which I recently reported on in this video. They are indeed very interesting as a new platform, but one must also say that they are highly risky. So that is also part of the truth. Here I am with 5,264, having only invested 5,000, the rest is cashback. Next, as the fifth largest platform is Debitum Investments. I have been invested for a long time and it is going well. I have no loan defaults here and the interest rates are quite high. I like investing here. This will also be one of the platforms that I honestly want to scale up to at least double by the end of the year. Debitum, it's a bit overdue for me to invest more here. The investment simply offers good interest rates and has no loan defaults. Here, there are good securities and historically very good results as shown in this video. And that's why I want to invest more here. After that, we have Bondora Go Grow. I have a little bit in there. Just barely. I am very satisfied with it. In 2001, I have my normal return of 6.75%. Yes, that works out fine. I definitely prefer to invest in Monefit, as I have made clear, but it's also not a bad idea to be invested in both here. When in doubt, it's better to have more. Then I also have Swapper, where I make very good returns of nearly 16% internally, but due to the cashback, it's 14% real, as shown in this account. After that, I have Viainvest with $2,000. I also invested $2,000 in Mintos Indemo. I made another deposit here as well, also on Friday last week. And here I have not actually achieved any returns yet, just received cashback. We can take another look at the projects that are currently running. We can also take a look at my notes here. We see that I have 3 of them. The progress amounts to an average of 53% of these foreclosures, which are being made from these Spanish properties. These are not classic PP loans here. If we take a look at the assets, we can indeed see the different progress represented by this bar. This project is, for example, a bit further along. If we scroll down, this project here, in which I invested 200, is about to be forcibly sold. Here, the final phase has been initiated. I am curious to see how it goes. There is another project here that is nearly done. And yes, I am eager to see what the first interest payments will look like for me. Until now, I have only invested the $2,000, and apart from the cashback, I haven't received anything yet. But I am very optimistic that the return will be good here. I will, of course, update you so you don't miss it. Leave me a like and subscribe, and this video will definitely be shown here. I have a small investment in Twino of $1,600, in HeavyFinance having $1,400, lastly Maclear with over $1,000 and received some initial interest. But these are really my smallest platforms here. Then I have, yes, 2 more and a few other positions here under 500 platforms that I am just testing. They are not included in the portfolio now. If we take a look at this overall, we can see what my PP loans portfolio is worth in total, and we can sort it here by market value. As mentioned, the largest positions are Estateguru, Monefit, LANDE, Ventus Energy, Debitum, and then it continues. And here we have an extremely exciting overview of the payments I have received. In January 2022, I hadn't received, so I didn't record. In February 2022, I used this tool. Here I received 97. The following month, 88, then 125, 109, 137, and 90. It always fluctuates a bit, but I have received around 100 here per month. If we move a little forward now, we can see here in the last month, in August, in 2024, I received $306 in interest, which I think is really cool. So that's quite a lot, I must say. Here on September 24th, I received $676. However, this is not very indicative, as there was a large cashback from Ventus Energy of $264. This is somewhat of a special effect, but normally I currently earn around $306. And we can see that when we look at the return, here we have the return by platform, which I find very interesting, as well as the monthly earnings from PP loans in 2024. And if we take the first 9 months now and this 2066, which comes out as a total here, then we can open the calculator and divide that by 9 months. And then we have here 296.22, so nearly 300 on average, which I have received so far this month. And since I live in Cyprus, this is also my real return, as there are 0% taxes on interest here. So I can be happy about that. Here we can see the actual returns from my entire PP portfolio this year. So far it is 8.74%. Estateguru is actually significantly lower than stated. Here it is only 6%. Bondora Go Grow is even a bit higher at 7.18% because there was a small cashback involved. Then Money 713, a little lower than stated, but that might still come by the end of the year. At Viainvest, we are at 10.5 in the demo, already with the cashback at an 8% return. At Markle, we are also at 8.26, which should increase a bit more. And then we have LANDE 718, I expect it to be more as well. Mintos 744, Swapper 1467, quite a lot. HeavyFinance also 7%, Debitum 11.35 income marketplace, which are actually negligible as I only have a few €100 left in them, 10.48 and Reno 12.2% exactly. And if we now take a look at the payments and do this after 1 month, we can see the development for 2024 most easily here. As mentioned, there are these special effects due to Ventus, but otherwise around $300 as we have here is currently the average. And because I am investing more and more, we will also exceed $300 in the last months of the year, repeatedly, as I am putting in more money, which means more interest will flow to me. We can also do this by year and see that in total in 2022, I received from PP loans in 2023 and this year at the beginning of October at October 1st, 2060, almost as much as in the previous year. We can also compare this nicely here. Well, I can ignore this here in October. I haven't recorded anything yet in October, but here up to September, I have reached 2,666 stars, which is the same level I had already achieved in December of last year. And as you can see here, we received this in 2022 and we actually surpassed it here already in June 2024. So I will most likely earn twice as much interest as I did in 2022. I find it pretty cool to see it all laid out like this. Here we see everything again by month of investment. Please ignore this red bar for 2023 as I did not record any interest for February, March and January at that time. It was all done in one go, which is why this is significantly higher. However, otherwise, you can see that something is also missing for June 2023. Well, I was often on the go, didn't always have access to my computer, and that's why I couldn't always record everything completely on time. I apologize for that, but I still think it can be relatively well tracked, and all the numbers are correct, as are the returns. The timing sometimes shifts a bit, but we will still receive very nice interest this year with the portfolio. Here you can see everything broken down by quarters, and we can see here that yes, it is rising. Here in Q it can be seen best, and in Q it will probably proceed very, very similarly. Okay, let's draw a conclusion. I am very satisfied with how the portfolio has developed from under $100 a month to an average of $300 every month today, and that in just 2.5 years, all with passive income that I can reasonably rely on. Of course, this is not guaranteed by any means, but it has developed very well over the last few years, continues to rise, and so far it is going very, very well. However, there is no guarantee that one will achieve this. I am very curious whether it can continue at the same pace, meaning earning an additional $100 in interest every month. For that, I would need to invest around more in PP loans per year, which means, according to my rule, investing a maximum of 20% in PP loans and 80% in the rest. I would need to invest this amount in euros per year, and last year I didn't manage to do that as I only invested, even though that is of course still a lot. And yes, this year I am already significantly above my euro target. In fact, being over it this year is truly incredible, and yes, I am very, very grateful for that, and I am curious to see how far I can take this. Let's see if this works out or if the plan will change in some way, but this is currently my path and I just wanted to share a bit of it with you here openly and transparently. It's not that simple. There are also many people who can't do this. So if you like this transparency, take a moment to give me a like and subscribe, because that way you can easily support me and follow my journey here for free, seeing how far it goes and how the passive income continues to grow. Perhaps this is also a good motivation for you to stay committed to your own goals. Like, you can find the links to all the testimonials and all providers with bonuses below in the video description. And now feel free to share your opinion on my PP loans portfolio in the comments below. I look forward to the exchange and I wish you a good return until next time.